Well, we're here in Old Town Sacramento. We're here for the California State Railroad Museum. This is going to be JAYSTRAYS episode 66. This is our 6th train video. So I'm a very religious person, but it's just the way it is. This is the 6th train video, and this is episode 66. So look at the absolute beautiful brickwork. We're going to cross the street, and you can see that artwork. Let's see here. We'll go inside in a second, but look at that beautiful mural of the locomotive. Yeah, absolutely impeccable. So yeah, we're here at the California State Railroad Museum. You can see the horse and carriage being drawn. This is Old Sac, a pretty prolific area. So join me as we check out the Railroad Museum. All right, we got some stuff right on the outside before we go inside. It's actually a museum store. We'll check that out after we go inside the museum. Here we go. Oh, there's a second entrance in here, so we can go that way too. All right. Let's get a ticket. Oh. There we go. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's like a shark with a flywheel. 155th anniversary of the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad. All kinds of artwork. I think that's Promontory Point. It's made up of all kinds of tiny pictures. Wow. Oh, the China Wall. This is up at Donner Summit. That's going to be another video, you guys. You'll see me go up there, up to Donner Summit. I had to go up Donner Summit. Okay, so here, this Promontory Summit, and that's what this is right here. This is where they connected the two different railroads going across the country. But you see, it's like a giant mural of little tiny pictures showing the actual meeting, and then they sink the gold spike and the silver spike. JAYSTRAYS, episode 66. Some more artwork here. Pretty excellent sketching here. The Chinese workers are critical to building the railroad. So you can see this isn't a whole exhibit about them doing it. That one's a good one. The Days of Difficulty. Oh, that's sweet. Some really good artwork. Reflecting what they had to do. "10 miles of track laid in a day." 10 miles in a day. You can see there's that Promontory Point. And look at this giant railroad crossing right here. Sweet. Oh, wow, they have a mock camp for the miners. Or not even the miners, but the workers. Holy moly. Talk about going back in time. Path through the mountains. See the surveying equipment right there. You see he's got his protractor. The slide ruler. To scale. See, that's where I'm at, is Reno. But we're in Sac right now. So that's the end of the line. There's Auburn, there's Sac. We came from Reno. So life in the camp. The survey camp and the scenery. Boom. So that's a survey camp. So guy up there, he's running it. Governor Sanford. See, it's like coming down the line. Pioneer Railroad, you got the rails right here. And spikes. The whole 9 yards. You see it would continue down this like wow. Some more information about the Chinese workers. And you can see this is like where the train's going. Train's going this direction. Very similar to the one I wrote in Virginia City. If you guys saw the diesel train video, that was my last train video, episode 46, and this is episode 66. We've got more information. This is a star drill using a sledge after turning the spike. We filled the hole with 1/3 of the way with black powder and inserted a fuse. So yeah, that was used to drill a hole in the granite in the Sierras to put the black powder and then strike the fuse. And then here is them actually doing it. That's them climbing up into the spot where they got to blow out the rock so the train can get through. This is him lowering down the black powder. You see the dynamite. It's just all ropes and pulleys. And then there you go. There's the wagon that would haul away the broken rock. Look, there's Donner. So this is it back actually showing that they call it the Chinese Wall up in Donner Pass. That'll be another rail video, but this is actually kind of unique because it's like, you know, this is looking from Donner Summit down, and there's Donner Lake, and if you keep going down, then it hits the Truckee River and then goes all the way to Reno, which is where the train goes. So this is critical infrastructure here. More about the Chinese women. The proclamation. "10 miles of track in one day." April 28th, 1969. So what this says is this is the first locomotive, Central Pacific's first locomotive in classic American type 4-4-0. Typical of thousands of engines used throughout the United States. So yeah, the Governor Sanford. Name for Governor Sanford is wood burner that later converted to coal. That haul 3 coaches and 10 freight cars over the Sierra. Wow. Over the Sierra. So yeah, this is a replica of the Governor Sanford locomotive, and it's truly majestic train. Get you the full view here. Wow. One heck of a train. All the way around to the back here. Obviously number 1. Yep, the old number 1. And you see the guy's head in the back of the engine. And the silent spike. Again, this is more information about the Chinese workers that toiled to create the railroad. Then here's the route going all the way from Omaha, and then coming all the way down here to Sac, and then this would be Donner Summit, and then, you know, it says Virginia Station, so Reno is right there. Okay. Promontory. See, May 10th, 1869. It's where they met. See that mural I showed you guys earlier in the video? This is exactly what they're doing in the mural. Holy moly. Southern Line. Uniting the nation. We'll talk about the Promontory Point meeting. And look at this, you got all different clocks going different seconds, different time zones. So that's pretty sweet. New York, Chicago, Denver, Sac. Look at these. Oh, see, that says V&T 16. So that is definitely a Virginia and Truckee Railroad car when it says V&T. So it came for Virginia City. And well, it's a baggage car. I was right. See, boom. I've never been here before. Virginia and Truckee Railroad. I'm becoming somewhat of a railroad aficionado, if you know what I mean. This is episode 6. Episode 66, excuse me. Look at this thing's lit up and everything. Wow. And it's like in a mock trestle too. It's like it's crossing a trestle. That one is like completely restored. Look at those doorways. They're all rounded. Yeah. Virginia Truckee. Oh, then we got another Nevada Railroad over here. Let's come over here. This is the Silver State Nevada Central Rail. This is obviously a passenger car. Oh, look at how nice it is in there. This would have been just traveling in the best luxury possible. Look, yeah, they even have a little bin so you can put your stuff above your head. And wooden shades that would go up and down. Look at those. They would go up and down, wooden shades. Wow. You got you got the package office here. Person doing Western Union, so they're doing telegrams. They always kind of went hand in hand. So the Silver State, yeah, the Silver State. And this is Nevada Central Railway. See the other side? Oh, look at that red velvet, crushed red velvet. Look at that. It's even they didn't even freeze. They had a potbelly stove, if you will. Look at the artwork on the ceiling. Just every detail. JAYSTRAYS. Yeah, then you got the cat had made it on the roof. The kids are trying to get the cat to come back inside. Let's go inside. So again, this is the Western Union office. You come in here. You'd be waiting for either packages, or you'd come up here and you'd be ask that young lady right there about sending a message across country or sending some freight across country to a family member. Look at that. That's a pretty old calendar, 1938. And the Southern Pacific coastlines. San Francisco, San Jose, Gilroy, Hollister, Santa Cruz, Del Monte, Salinas, Lompoc, Ventura, Oxnard, Santa Barbara. So it literally went all the way down the coast. San Fran to LA. That's crazy because it all the way it would stop in Santa Cruz. The coastlines. That is pretty sweet. You know, I do a lot of videos in Santa Cruz. You guys see them. Like we did the mystery spot like 2 episodes ago. All right, so this is a pretty authentic Western Union office, and then there's the wiring. Oh, you've got a crow up there. Oh, I just now caught the crow they stashed up there. All right, let's keep it up. Let's keep going. So we have additional passengers standing up inside of another restored coach car. Let's see. Oh, this is the Monterey Salinas. Look, this is a whole train, right? This one's actually got an engine attached to it. Let's see, he's latching it on right now. This guy's in the middle of connecting the engine to the freight car, or I mean the coach car. And this, yeah, it's a wood burner. It's not even a coal. It's a wood burner. The North Pacific Coast. Imagine riding this and going from like Salinas to Santa Cruz back in those days. That must have been, oh sweet. It's called the Sonoma. Look at this wood. The wood on the train. Brass handles for getting in. This guy, he's just hanging out. Look at him. He's just like, I'm hanging out. Just making sure he's calling it out to the brakeman. That is so sweet. He's hanging out, and this guy's like, I just want to put more wood in the engine and keep this thing going. Look at the paint on this train is just unbelievable. Look at it, just unbelievable.
So we had to notify.
See, it was made by the Baldwin Locomotive Company. I think we saw some Baldwins at the Nevada State Museum in Carson City as well. Comes from good old Pennsylvania. It's Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And this train is just and again, the other side, this guy's trying to give him the lumber. He's backing the train into the connection. All hand signals. As they say, talking without words. It's all hand signals. He's got a lot of trains in here. Way more than I ever thought. The forgotten railroad workers. You got this giant cast. You see them working together. So he's using like a piece of rebar, like as a breaker bar, or a piece of rail. And this guy's like swinging. Look at this. The Virginia truck. No way. This is the Dayton train. Whoa. Went out to Dayton. So Dayton had a small bit of mining history. It was not in Virginia City where the Comstock lode is, but it actually had like a small bit of silver strike. There's a Carson River. It's going through there, and so they actually had to get ore. And so this is an extender. This is an extension of the Virginia truckee that would go out to Dayton, number 18. Oh yeah. This is, look at this nice brown color. Beautiful train. All these trains were basically in my neck of the woods on the other side of the Sierra. And look at that, you know, 1873 this thing was built. Wow, what a train. Unbelievable. What a train. All right, we got another one here. This one's actually you can walk through. This one's a mail train. Let's see what we can see in here. Oh yeah. Look at the size of these doors for bringing in freight on either side of the coach. Wow. I like the lights, the way the lights hang down, perfectly shining down. The rail post office as it progressed. Look at this, they're picking up that entire mail trucks and just putting them on freight cars. That's where we are today. Oh, look at this. You know, mail in here. How they get mail off. Whoa. So they had a Hoyt, a little hook system, mail badge pouch catcher, and a mail hook. Oh man. That's pretty trick. They had to think that stuff up. How about when they stopped? So, yeah. Pretty authentic. Look at the nice wood.
Yeah, I remember what I looked
Coverings.
After I read that book, I also looked up the dimensions of that.
Amazing. So we continue our exploration of, oh, this place is ginormous. I mean, there's a whole nother train up there on the second floor. Holy moly. And here's Mount Tamopolis in Muir Woods. So you guys see me, I go over there and I camp at Point Reyes and things of that nature. Well, that's on the, North Bay side. Heisler locomotive. Oh, this is pretty sweet. It's a steam locomotive. Wow. The inside of this thing. Whoa. That thing is just pristine. It's ready to do some hauling today. It's ready to... Now I got some street knowledge. This place is mimicking a roundhouse. It's not a real roundhouse. Like for instance, the Carson City Rail Museum is a specific entity. It was a real roundhouse. And so this place is amazing though. It's got all of these trains. Look, there's another coach, Cochiti. Fruit Growers Express. Oh, look at this thing. There's like a guy on the roof. Wow. Ventilator, refrigerator. So this is a refrigerator car. Yep. And see, he's pulling a piece of ice into there. He's using hooks. Well, they had to keep that fruit and vegetables they were hauling out of off the land. Yeah, they did it like that. You can get a little better angle of him up there. He's pulling the ice into the refrigerator car, or reefer as they used to be called. Santa Fe. Yeah, Santa Fe Cochiti 1474. I think there's a different way to get on this thing, maybe. I don't know if you can get on it. Oh yeah, it looks like a restaurant. Could be provisional food items. Stamp tickets. Oh, sleeper and dining cars. All right. All right. Narrow. Wow, that's the bathroom. It's giving you a hot towel. It's pretty lifelike. Across Canada. Sleeper cars. You slide down. That's what the seats look like when they're down. As you can see, you got upper and lower. Women's lavatory. You know, you're hearing all kinds of noises. When the train's in motion, you gotta, it's kind of like having sea legs. Uh-oh, somebody's sleeping in there. Hey, look, they're hanging their socks. Get them dry their socks, I guess. Women's lavatory. Alright, so let's go over to the meal car. Cooking at speed. There they are, making some food. I'm very knowledgeable in this area. Oh, they had some room in there to work. Nicely painted walls. They got handrails in case you fall down when it's moving. And they're preparing the food. Nice. All different flatware from different ones, yeah.
All different lines.
All different flatware. Look at this guy, he's keeping an eye out in case somebody's hungry. He's gonna have to make a special order.
Only after midnight when the mannequins come back.
Excellent. I know, it's like night in the museum. Things take place. No, ooh, the green northern. Oh, I like that one. Glory of the West. Financial Edward H. Harriman. Glory of the West. Shadestone china pictured with scenes from Glacier National Park. Yeah, those are sweet. Different flatware. There's New York. Oh, very continental. Oh, the bleeding blue. All right. All right. So we're on the, I think, second or third floor. Looks like he's looking at all the tickets and verifying things. And he's ready to hand freight. He's got his gloves and his boots on, so it looks like he's ready to and freight. CAP, 40,000 pounds. Wow. Narrow gauge freight train. Nevada, California, Oregon Railroad. Pacific Coast, San Luis Obispo. Wow. These narrow gauge railroads are pretty cool. I think there's some in operation in Colorado. If we ever make our way back towards Colorado, we'll make some videos on the rails there. Here's like a guy that's, I don't know if he's a hobo. Kind of looks like a hobo. But there's all these engines in here. There's like, they look like car engines or something. Or parts. Maybe he's just a workman. Like he works on things that break down on the train. I'm not sure. Or he could just be a hobo. He snuck on. Look at these guys. They're both at their station. Oh, he's got a nice cigar in his mouth. Look at his face. He's got all that black smoke on his face. This is the narrow gauge. Oh, it's a Nevada short line. See, here's another Nevada one. Some of these are on loan from the Nevada Railroad Museum, which I did another video about. And you guys see that big yellow building in Carson City that is the Nevada Railroad Museum. And here, see, made in Philadelphia. A lot of those V&T lines and short gauge or narrow gauge trains come from that Baldwin Locomotive Works in Philadelphia. And now here's a nice view overlooking all of the trains. See, they put this thing on the second floor. It's got a pretty strong building. No tour is complete without Thomas the Tank Engine. There's a little miniature Thomas the Tank Engine. We got a bunch of locomotives. Oh, there's the Harry Potter version. So this is all about scale trains. Oh, that one's pretty cool. It's got a submarine and a helicopter, satellite dish, radioactive waste. Got a little missile launch platform on top of a rail. Looks like a roundhouse. The revival of toy trains. I had a full Lionel train set when I was a kid. Me and my dad did. We put it together. And, oh, look at this. Now that is pretty sweet. Passing trains. Yeah. He's going through the tunnel. Nice. Lionel City. They did a great job. And that's obviously Hoover Dam down there. Wow. Here comes that train again. He's coming in underneath the train trestle. Oh. He's going in the cave. He's going in the tunnel right there. JAYSTRAYS. We like them trains. Episode 66. Train video number 6. Wow. Speaking of Colorado, so here is one from Colorado. It's an unfinished one. In Denver. See, Denver. It might be Denver and Cannon City. I don't know. yeah, they kind of left this one, and it does look like it's another coach car, but it looks like it's in disrepair. I'm just leaving it the way it is. Oh, that's what it is. This is the one that he told me about. Virginian Truckee number 17 looks its age. From attending 1869 Gold Spike ceremony to making movies with stars like Elvis Presley in the 1950s, this car's seen it all. So this thing was used in movies, and these holes are from woodpeckers, and they didn't restore it. They left it intact the way it is. Oh, look, starring Bruce Boxleitner. Breon James. So yeah, train's got a storied history, and they left it intact. And we got, sorry, we got one from Georgia Northern. Oh my goodness, this thing's got stained glass. Wow, that's pretty unique. JAYSTRAYS' mom used to do stained glass. It's kind of a lost art. So we got a, well, it's called the Gold Coast. I can see why. Need a rest. Well, they got some pretty nice. Look at the fittings on the doors. They're really ornate. And the wood, very nice. So here's the other side. This is the crew quarters for the Gold Coast. Yeah, you got some bugler, you got a hand roll, cigarettes back in the olden days. Maybe it's Georgia sweet tea. Wow, they had some pretty good quarters in there. Very nice. Dining car. Beautiful flatware. The Gold Coast. Now that's luxury. Look at that couch. I mean, look at the crystal behind it and the silver. This place is just decorated. Master stateroom. Yeah, you were like a president if you had this right room right here, or you were like master of industry. Adjacent bathroom. Look at the green. I like the green color. It's looking good in there. Look at the fixture on the ceiling. Wow. The guest stateroom. Yeah, he's got his tobacco pipe. He's got his cigarette case. He got his cordial snifter. Oh yeah, all hardwood. Yeah, good stuff. And more stained glass. Very rare on a train. I've never seen stained glass on a passenger car. Look, you can see the stained glass with the light coming through it on the other side. Impeccable. Look at the checkerboard hard deck. They got like a little canopy they can bring down to block out the sun. You can probably set chairs out here and just watch. You know, $42.94 for this giant locomotive. And it's ready to depart. He's loading some passengers. He's ready to depart. Got this big train. Look at the size of these wheels. This thing's like a super train. Wow. Southern Pacific. That is a big train. AC class locomotive. Articulated consolidation was okay. The old 4294 articulated steam locomotive. Look at the size of this thing. It's just enormous. Oh, no tours complete without seeing the old 13. And ladies and gentlemen, this is another Virginia Truckee train. Again, you see the Baldwin Locomotive Works in Philadelphia. This is on loan from the Carson City Train Museum. It's about 30 miles south of where I hunker down and hang out. And you can see that this, you know, they got mirrors everywhere. You can just see everything. This is like the bonanza here. This is like the biggest guy. Number 13 is just, what a majestic train. You can see how beautiful it is, meticulously crafted. Look at that step down or step up to get into the cab. Unbelievable how huge this thing is and how nice it is. Well, the California State Railroad Museum does not disappoint, ladies and gentlemen. Take your friends, take your family. You'll see some of the best trains preserved in the entire world. All right, well, that's another giant piece of stained glass right there. Holy moly. And CP Huntington, another beautiful train. Look at that brass just glisten. A giant bell on the front of it. Giant train bell whistle. The old number 1. I can see why it's the number 1. You got these giant doors, so it's ready to just drive right out. Alright. So that's going to wrap another episode of JAYSTRAYS. I hope you like coming to the California State Railroad Museum. We're actually going to come back here another visit, and we're going to actually, there's a short rail that we're also able to, it's like a 5-mile short rail. It is based in the train yard across the street, which is part of the museum, but we're going to have to break this into 2 episodes. So that's going to close this out. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you again in the next episode. JAYSTRAYS.